Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another new release in 2023. I'm trying to get these out as quick as I possibly can. I got this one from overseas. It took me about 15 days to get it in, but it's still not released in the United States. Today, we're going to be reviewing by Paco Rabanne Invictus Victory Elixir. So without further ado, let's get it. Alright, my great smelling dudes, welcome back to my channel. This is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back with another fresh release in the 2023 men's fragrance community. Again, this is another designer, one that I've been looking forward to. I know I told you guys it was in my top 5 possible releases that are coming out right now. I know there's going to be ones down the road that I'll be more excited about, but I'm still very excited about this. Again, by Paco Rabanne, this is Invictus Victory Elixir. So we do have the original Invictus Victory right here, the black bottle. The new one's supposed to have that blue gradient on it, so I'm really excited about that. Before we get into the video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and if you like my content, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. So let's just get this open here. Well, shit. So the power went out whenever I was opening up the box, but I'm actually kind of happy it did. You guys know my first impressions. I like to do it without the notes, get a feel for the fragrance. Halfway through, what I do is I normally stop it, do a half hour, wait for the dry down. Well, we already did that, so thanks to the power going out. Today we're talking about by Paco Rabanne. It is Invictus Victory Elixir. This is the box. It has the black with a little tiny blue gradient. It's the gold wings, Invictus Victory Elixir. And what's weird is it's not an elixir concentration, it's a Parfum Intense, which is pretty much the same thing. It's like 25% plus. So again, this is by Paco Rabanne, which rest in peace, Paco Rabanne, because I know that he just passed away. So this is what the one thing that kind of made me mad about it. This is the original. It has the matte black top, glossy black, clear bottom. This is the other one, which is the new Invictus Victory Elixir. It was supposed to be black and then a blue gradient, but if you're not holding it in the light and you're just in a normal circumstance, it looks just like a black bottle. And it has a black bottom with a glossy black top. The atomizer is still the exact same. Really nice fragrance with a nice atomizer as always, but you can only see, you guys might be able to see a little bit of the blue. If you hold it into the light, you can see it more. I'm kind of upset about that though, because of the fact that I really wanted to have that nice blue tint on my shelf. So other than that, let's talk about the fragrance. So I sprayed the Invictus Victory Elixir on my left hand and the original on my right hand to get a little feel for it. And now that we have the dry down and I just sprayed it in the air, I can tell you this is not redundant compared to the original. The original, as you guys know, is those aromatics mixed with that nice vanilla, with that powderiness. It also has that lavender. It has really nice, like a fresh spiciness underneath, almost like earthy tones underneath it as well. I actually like this one a little bit more than the original, but again, it's a little bit different. There's nothing that's mind-blowing with this, but it's more closer to something like the 1 million elixir from last year, because this one has more of a sugary sweetness, like a candy-like sweetness like that you got in the 1 million elixir. And this one, I can tell you, when you first spray it on, it feels a lot softer than like the 1 million elixir, but as it sits on your skin, it does get stronger and stronger, which is kind of weird. After about 15 minutes, my wife looked at me and said, that fragrance is so strong. I can smell it across the room. And so it is a really nice projector, if we want to get to that, because I know in my first impressions, I usually don't have performance, but the projection on this definitely feels like a Paco Rabanne elixir. Really nice. So as far as the smell, what do we get? So in the opening, it's very sweet. There's something else other than vanilla in this fragrance that's providing that sweetness, or the tonka. There's definitely vanilla and tonka in this. You can definitely sense it, but there's also a sugary candy-like sweetness. Then underneath it, you have very small bits of like lavender, a little bit of an aromatic tone, a little bit of a woody feel as well, but that is all kind of like nuanced underneath that really nice sugary sweetness that my wife isn't a huge fan of. She said it's good, not great. I personally do like this fragrance. My daughter actually quite likes it as well. So again, there's not much to write home about with this one. I think there's a little bit more going on with the original, which is kind of saying something because the original doesn't have much going on in it as well. So the Invictus Victory Elixir, I have to say, just based on the opening half hour here, there is that sugary sweetness, there is that aromatic undertone, and then there's a fresh spiciness that is in there for the first about 15 to 20 minutes from the cardamom. It's not something that's going to overtake the fragrance. It just provides a little bit of a spicy nuance, just like those lavender and woody undertones. As I got 15 to 20 minutes into the fragrance, that sugary sweetness it did not dissipate. If anything, it got a bit stronger as that vanilla and tonka with a little bit of a powdery feel come in, and they're really nice. I think that this fragrance is one that's going to definitely be out there for mass appeal. It's not going to be for everybody. As I said, my wife isn't a huge fan, but me and my daughter do like it. I prefer this over the original. I think that if you're going to get the best one for your money, the original probably still going to be that because it is on discounters. But just as far as the new releases are concerned, I still put the Valentino UOMO Intense as my favorite at this point in time. Invictus Victory Elixir is probably second, but there hasn't been really anything else noteworthy out there yet. The Eau de Parfum Intense is kind of just lackluster. It's good, just not anything that I would say I would want to pay $160 for. I don't know the price of this. I know it's like $100 from Europe, but in the America, you're probably going to get it for $120, $130. Again, I can't give you the performance, but if you want something that has similar vanilla style to the original, this is not going to really do it. It is more, again, almost like a mixture of like 20% of what you get from the original, those aromatics and that vanilla and that tonka, mixed with something like 1 Million Elixir with that real heavy sugary sweetness, candy-like sweetness, with a little bit of a fresh spicy nuance, as well as some woody and aromatic tones creeping in as you get further into the fragrance. I can't wait to do a full review and see if this does change. But at 30 minutes I am definitely going to say I would give this about a 7.5 to an 8.0 out of 10. I'm going to have to sit with it. I'll wear it a few times. I like it better than the original, but I've never been a huge fan of the original. It's more of a random pull for me. We'll see. Well, let me know if you guys have tried this. Let me know what you're thinking, if you're going to pick it up, if you're going to go test it out, if you're excited about it, if you're somebody who likes those heavy, sugary, sweet fragrances that are going to be more in your face for the mass appeal, because that is exactly what this is going to do. Let me just get one more feel for the both of them. So yeah, the original has more of that fresh, spicy, aromatic tone. You definitely get more of that with it. You also get more of that vanilla, while you get more of a mixture of that candy-like sweetness, that kind of thick, dense sweetness, mixed with some vanilla and tonka. As it does dry though, the vanilla and tonka is coming up just a bit more and it's mixing and taking over a little bit more of that sugary sweetness, but it's a different type of sweetness in this fragrance, which again is making it not redundant compared to the original. I can't talk today. So again, I'll be back with a full review in about 7 to 8 days. As always, let me know in the comments if you're excited about it. And again, I'll be back with another one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.